guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. If you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe if you want new beauty videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And if you are already a subscriber, then of course, hi, welcome back. So glad you're watching again. So for today's video, I have another tag video, and I did the eyeshadow palette tag not too long ago, and it was so fun to do. And now I saw that two of my favorite YouTubers, Morgan Turner and Patty Alonso, created their own tag, which is called the Perfect Makeup Tag. So this tag revolves around the perfect makeup products, and I'm going to be answering their questions, and I think this is such an exciting video. So if you want to hear about my perfect makeup products, then please keep watching. So the first question is, which primer creates the perfect base? And for me, I don't really use a lot of primers. I find that a good moisturizer usually does the job, so I usually just use a nice moisturizer, and for that I've been loving the Forthright Beauty Face Milks. I have mine in the scent Oud, and as you can see, I've used this up like pretty much. I use this almost every day, and this is such a nice hydration for your face. I usually apply this after my SPF, and it just looks really hydrating on the skin, and it also works well under my foundations. So I always love using the Forthright Beauty Face Milks for some extra hydration, and I really want to buy some more because as you can see, I've used this up more than half, and they're just really nice. So I love this one because it doesn't really have a strong scent. So if you're not the biggest fan of scent products like me, then you will definitely like this one because this is just a very subtle scent. So then the next question is, which foundation has the perfect finish? And for me, that has to be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know how much I love this foundation. This is so good, and even though it is a bit more full coverage, you can apply just a tiny amount and it just looks so flawless on the skin. I'm wearing it right now, and I wear this in almost all of my videos because I really love how smooth it makes my skin look. It always blends really nice into the skin, and it doesn't really emphasize texture. It just looks beautiful on the skin and like airbrushed and flawless. But when you're using this product, you want to make sure to only take a very small amount because otherwise it's going to look a little cakey because this is pretty full coverage. But if you just take a little amount, then this looks beautiful on the skin. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Then the next question, which concealer gives the perfect coverage? For me, that has to be the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have mine in the shade Vanilla, and this is a mini size. This concealer is truly beautiful. However, I don't use it on an everyday basis because it is quite expensive. So for like everyday, I usually use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, which this is a really good concealer too. But this one just looks a little bit nicer on the skin. It looks a little bit more flawless, and it just gives a really nice finish. So for me, this is the perfect concealer. So if you're looking for a nice high-end concealer with the perfect amount of coverage and also a beautiful finish on the skin, then I think you will definitely like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Then the next question is, which powder gives the perfect blur? And for me, that has to be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light. I used to own it as a single mini, but now I own this in the Hourglass Face Palette. It is this one right here. I also love this one, which is a little bit more lighter, but I use this one so much. It's beautiful under the eyes. I usually just powder my face with a setting powder, and then I like to go over it with this one like under my eyes and on my nose because this blurs the skin so beautiful. This powder is also really nice for like no makeup days. If you just want a bit of concealer and you want a little bit more of a blurred look to your face, then this powder is beautiful for that. So I also wear this on like no makeup days, and I've already been through one of these powders, and now this is my second, and I've been using it so much. Then question 5 is, which bronzer has the perfect undertone? And for me, that has to be the bronzer in the Charlotte Tilbury Film Store Hollywood Bronze and Glow palette, which is this one. Now this is pretty much the only bronzer in my collection that is kind of like warm toned and cool toned at the same time. It is just the perfect neutral tone. So you can contour with this, and it's just really subtle on the skin, but it still gives a little bit of warmth to the skin. So that is why I really enjoy this one. I have this mini Film Store Bronze and Glow, but they also have a full size, and I think the shade is the exact same, but I use this bronzer so much because it definitely is the perfect undertone for me. I also like my Airbrush Flawless bronzer, but that one is a little bit more warm toned than this one. The highlighter in here is beautiful too. Question number 6 is, which blush has the perfect shade? And that was also an easy choice for me. It definitely has to be the Bare Minerals bronzer. Now I picked this up because Kelly Gooch was talking about this all the time, and I decided to just buy it because I was so curious, and this did not disappoint. I wear this almost every day, I'm not gonna lie. It is so beautiful. So this is what it looks like. Now this is a bronzer. So they say it's like a hybrid between a blush and a bronzer, but I don't think you can really use it as a bronzer. It is just a blush, and I'm also wearing this right now. I wear this in the majority of my videos because ever since I bought this a few months ago, I've been just using it so much. It also gives it the perfect amount of pigmentation. It's not too subtle and it's not too pigmented. So that is the Bare Minerals bronzer. I have mine in the shade Kiss of Pink, and I also really want to try the other shades because also the formula of this I think is so good. Question number 7 is which highlighter has the perfect finish? And for me that has to be the Nabla Skin Glazing Highlighter. I have mine in the shade Ozone, and I think this name suits the product really well. It says skin glazing and it definitely does that to the skin. It creates a gorgeous glow to the face. As you can see, I'm wearing it right now, but it doesn't really emphasize texture. It looks so smooth. It also isn't too pigmented. It's just a beautiful glow without being like too blinding. So this is just a gorgeous highlighter. You can kind of see from the pan that this is sort of leaning towards a cream product. It's not a cream, but it's a really creamy powder, if that makes sense. So it's really soft and it just blends seamlessly into the skin. So this is a beautiful highlighter and I'm so glad I picked this up. I think I got this during Black Friday last year, and it also wasn't too expensive. I think I paid around like 13 or 14 euros for this. And it's made in Italy, and I know a lot of lovely face products are made there. So this is a gorgeous product, and I really want to try the blush and bronzer from this line too because this highlighter is so beautiful and I love wearing this. Question number 8, which product has the perfect formula? And for me that is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution formula. I have this one in the shade Pillow Talk. I also have Very Victoria. I have Mrs. Kisses, I think, in that same formula, and these are just so beautiful. I love these because they have a matte finish to the lips. I'm actually wearing a gloss on top of mine right now so you can't really see it, but they're not dry. They're matte, but they're still really creamy, and that is why I really enjoy this formula. They are also great for lasting throughout the day. They stay on your lips pretty long, and it's just a beautiful like sort of like blurring matte look to the lips without looking dry or anything. So this is a formula I really love, and this is my favorite lipstick formula. So for me, the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution is the perfect lipstick formula. Then question number 9 is which palette has the perfect shimmers? And I was thinking about which palettes I have and in which palette I like the shimmers the most. And I think I'm going to go with my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. And the reason why I decided to choose this palette is because look at these shimmers. I hope you're able to see it, but they have like different textures. You have some really creamy like shimmery shades. You also have some more like foiled shade, and these shimmers are just so beautiful. And every time I apply them to the face, it just looks so good. The mattes in here are also really pretty. They blend nice, but the shimmers just look so good on the eye. So I love using this palette. It is definitely amazing for the shimmers, but also for the mattes. And I always really enjoy this palette. Then question number 10 is which palette has the perfect color story? And I wanted to go with my Natasha Denona Love palette because I love the pinks and reds in there. I'm wearing it right now. But then I was thinking about the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, and I think I'm going to go with this one because this color story has a bit more variety in here. So you can do like more looks with this than the Natasha Denona Love palette. So this is what the palette looks like. It's kind of hard to show because of the mirror and my room is really messy, so I don't want to show my messy room. But this is what the colors look like. As you can see, there's some gorgeous pastel colors in here. There's also some purples, some warm tones, and you can just create so many looks with this palette. And I also really love the formula, but because of the color story, you can use this palette pretty much year round, and it's so beautiful. I don't think you can get it anymore though, because these like holiday palettes are usually limited edition. I know this one released for the holidays of 2020, and it is a beautiful palette. So if you can still get your hands on this, and I think this is definitely worth it. Okay guys, and this was it for the perfect makeup tag. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and if Morgan or Patty are watching right now, thank you so much for creating this fun tag. I really enjoyed doing this video, and I think the questions were really nice. Feel free, if you're watching this, to comment your answers to these questions. I would love to know what products you guys would pick. And also, if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel. channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you on my next video. Bye!